Hey everyone, Thornton here. Today we're going to be talking about the new Polar Patriots Warbond that just came out for Helldivers 2 because, well, players are not very happy. But do they have a reason to be unhappy? Because it appears that some of the weapons are very niche and specific, and also we might be getting a slowdown on Warbonds in the future. We're going to go over all of that, but without further ado, let's talk about the new Warbonds. So there are some Warbond woes going on in Helldivers 2, and the crux of the issue lies in the Polar Patriots Warbond, which is the premium content pack just released, and the community is still grappling with the core gameplay and potential balance issues, expressing negative sentiment towards the perceived monetization push. Arrowhead Studios, actually known for their direct approach with the fan base, took an unconventional step. They asked if releasing a new Warbond so soon was tone deaf. The outcome, with over 70% voting for immediate release, seemingly settled the debate. What's important to know about this is the recent controversy about the player base making a requirement for PSN accounts, and then Sony going ahead and walking that back, which we'll cover later on in this video. But it does seem a little tone deaf that they would release new content so shortly after such a major controversy. However, the situation is getting more nuanced as Reddit threads highlight concerns. Some players feel pressure to keep up with a rapid content release schedule, fearing a widening power gap between those who pay and those who don't. The sentiment clashes with the core PvE player-verse environment nature of Helldivers, where cooperation, not competition, is paramount, and there are Reddit threads popping up that the game is supposed to be fun. You do want a lot of balancing there, but keep in mind we're not playing against each other, at least not yet, so you don't need to balance the weapons to make them unfun, which seems to be something that they are doing more and more. Updates often introduce buffs and nerfs to various weapons and strategies, and while these are meant to maintain a healthy gameplay environment, discussions are revealing anxieties. Players worry that the constant tweaking disrupts established strategies and the overall flow of the game. You gotta remember, when this game released, it was wildly popular, so making tweaks to the core gameplay element to that can actually be quite dangerous. And Arrowhead is going to have to navigate the tightrope between keeping the game fresh and ensuring a sense of stability for the player base. And honestly, there is more fuel being thrown to the fire in the ongoing issue of Helldivers 2 limited global availability. Now, like I said earlier, many of you probably remember the fact the game was locked unless you had a PSN account recently due to Sony. Now, that was walked back, and now you don't need a PSN account. However, despite Sony backing down on that controversial PSN requirement, the game actually remains delisted in a staggering 177 countries. This is not only frustrating potential players, but also creates a fragmented community. The CEO's commitment to wider accessibility is commendable, but a concrete solution is yet to be implemented. He says he is still talking to Sony, but we'll actually have to wait and see if Sony will truly actually go ahead and walk everything back. Developers actually asked something new about a Warbond. They want to know whether or not they should release Warbonds monthly or test them before release. Personally, I actually stand in the category of, let them actually test these out, but a couple Reddit users actually just gave great ideas, like literally start a test server and invite some players. We will test it for free in over 10k hours in a weekend, which is not a horrible idea. Right now, when they come into the game, they're a little janky, a little busted, and some things just don't feel as powerful as they should, especially for a paid premium content bundle. So it would be cool to see them implement some kind of public test server where we can test things like the Polar Patriots and get an idea of how they'll actually work when they're implemented in the main game and we get major orders, as opposed to getting it dropped on us, trying something out, and getting absolutely obliterated. The Helldivers community finds itself in a state of cautious optimism right now. The developers' willingness to engage directly through the Warbond poll is a positive step. However, they're going to have to address the core concerns of monetization, balance, and accessibility, especially for a game that is as popular and has so many opinions from differing places as this game does. Helldivers 2 has the potential to be an exceptional cooperative shooter experience for years to come. By addressing these concerns and building a strong foundation of trust within the community, the developers do have a bright future as long as they can navigate it. Let me know down below, what are your thoughts on Helldivers 2 with the new Polar Patriots Warbond? Do you think it's good, or do you think it's just a bunch of useless filler? And let me know down below also as well if you guys want to see an increase in Warbonds or if you want them to take more time with it. Also, don't forget to check out these channels right here where I cover more information on Helldivers, Finals, and Power World. And until next time, everyone, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you in the next video.